saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president.
You're like, wait a second, like, come on, man, this is too.
Elon Musk has formally launched a $80 million lawsuit against Whoopi Goldberg and The View's presenters, alleging defamation and malicious misrepresentation. The complaint is in reaction to Goldberg's statements, which Musk claims were detrimental to his image and character. Musk, the billionaire entrepreneur and CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, filed a lawsuit after claims on the show implied that he and J.D. Vance were conspiring to influence government power if former President Donald Trump was ousted from office. This case has sent shockwaves across the media, sparking discussions about free speech, accountability, and the ethics of television talk programs. Musk claims that Goldberg's statements not only distorted his objectives, but also promoted false conspiracy theories that might affect his public image.
I've been saying it for a while.
Yes, you have.
I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president. I do.
Well, you've been calling him vice president.
I've called him vice president. I called him president because I don't know what JD is doing. I hardly ever say. I don't remember the last time we even talked about JD.
You're right. He's planning the presidency when they get rid of Trump.
So you think it's Musk Vance?
Possible.
Many fans perceive Musk's legal action as a stance against biased media and disinformation efforts. Others see it as a power maneuver by a millionaire to muzzle opponents. With such a high-profile case proceeding, the lawsuit has the potential to create a precedent for how prominent people handle media defamation moving forward. Musk's aggressive answer demonstrates his willingness to defy standard media narratives and fight back against what he sees as harmful attacks. Musk's case is centered on charges of defamation and slander. Whoopi Goldberg and her co-hosts on The View allegedly said Musk and J.D. Vance were plotting to gain government power through clandestine means. Musk claims that these accusations lack any factual basis and were made with deliberate intent to harm his reputation. According to Musk's legal team, the defamatory accusations were intended to mislead viewers and harm his reputation. The complaint also emphasizes how such remarks can incite public suspicion and lead to division. Musk believes that remarks by media sources must be held to stricter levels of responsibility, especially when they include charges that might promote fear or animosity. Musk supporters have repeated his attitude, arguing that celebrities and TV people should not be allowed to make irresponsible accusations without evidence. Critics, however, claim that Musk's action is an attempt to silence criticism, raising issues about free expression.
We have deliberate, concerted, repeated pushing of hoaxes. You're like, wait a second, like, come on, man, this is too far.
And you're supposed to be the good guys.
You're supposed to, and you claim to be the good guys? I'm like, exactly.
You're supposed to be the progressives.
Yes, the Dems are like, oh, we're the good guys. We're the honest people. No, hang on. You can't claim to be the good guys. You can't claim to be the honest people if you're deliberately pushing hoaxes that have been debunked thoroughly.
Yeah. Well,
we're like, even Snopes, which is a liberal thing, says it's bogus.
Yeah.
Like the Fine People hoax.
Obama just said that on stage.
Regardless of intentions, this case highlights the persistent contradiction between media freedom and personal accountability, provoking wider questions about truth and responsibility in public discourse. Musk's lawsuit has received broad support, notably from fans and mainstream media critics. Many others feel Musk's actions are appropriate, seeing his lawsuit as a critical step towards combating disinformation and restoring responsibility in media. Social media has been flooded with replies, with hashtags like Support Elon and Cancel The View rising across platforms. The View has a history of making incendiary and false allegations about prominent individuals, and Musk's lawsuit may finally hold them accountable. Many viewers believe major media institutions have exploited their positions by disseminating misinformation in order to increase viewership. Supporters also point to Musk's stance for free speech and transparency, arguing that his lawsuit is consistent with his larger fight for fairness in media narratives. However, other skeptics warn that Musk's riches and power may intimidate dissenters and silence dissenting views. Nonetheless, Musk defenders continue to speak out, emphasizing that the legal action is about creating a standard for ethical journalism rather than suppressing critics. For the time being, the issue has sparked debate regarding the role of the media in molding public opinion, as well as the responsibility of prominent presenters such as Goldberg.
You know, the thing about this show, there is no way not to step in poo.
The View has received criticism over the years for its contentious conversations and host perspectives. Many people accuse the program of prioritizing sensationalism above factual reporting, and Musk's lawsuit has further fueled these allegations. Critics claim that the show feeds on provocative words, frequently targeting high-profile persons to get viewers. Musk's complaint underlines what many see as a pattern of behavior by the presenters, who use their platform to push biased narratives without responsibility. Musk supporters refer to other occasions in which the program experienced blowback for provocative statements, calling its legitimacy into doubt. Calls to cancel the program have revived, with opponents accusing it of spreading divisiveness and disinformation in the name of entertainment. Supporters claim that Musk's lawsuit will push networks to rethink their editing procedures and prioritize accuracy. Others, however, feel that banning the show is not the best option and instead advocate for greater regulation and fact-checking systems. It is unclear how this lawsuit will affect the show's survival, but it has rekindled concerns about top programs' responsibilities to give factual and courteous information to their fans. One of the most controversial elements in Musk's case is the claim that The View incited violence. During the performance, Goldberg apparently said something about someone potentially tripping Trump, which Musk thinks might be taken as inciting injury. Goldberg then attempted to minimize the comments by claiming it was a lighthearted joke about her pet. Critics claim that even if intended as a joke, such statements can be detrimental when broadcast to millions.
Okay, I need to clean something up because my cat lays in wait for me on my stairs all the time. That's what I was thinking of that. I wasn't trying to indicate that they were actually standing there with their legs out, hoping he would trip.
Musk supporters stress the hazards of normalizing aggressive speech, particularly in a politically tense environment. They claim that media personalities should be more careful with their statements, since they have enormous power over public perception. Musk critics argue that his lawsuit broadens the interpretation of Goldberg's comments and risks stifling satire and free expression. Regardless of purpose, the words have sparked arguments in mainstream media concerning the borders between humor and political criticism. Musk's lawsuit might serve as a test case for defining these boundaries, determining how future allegations of incitement are considered in both the legal and public realms. Musk's lawsuit has also highlighted pervasive media prejudice, particularly in liberal sources like ABC. Critics accuse ABC of prioritizing storylines that support its political views. Shows like The View are frequently criticized for catering to certain audiences by pushing viewpoints that lack factual foundation. This reflects rising worries about media integrity and the public's faith in mainstream sources. Media bias contributes to disinformation and discord, harming democracy and public conversation. Musk's lawsuit is seen by supporters as a necessary intervention to solve these concerns, while detractors fear it will lead to censorship and a reduction in free expression. Regardless, the discussion illustrates the rising skepticism of conventional media and the need for better journalism standards. Musk's lawsuit might prompt networks to reconsider their methods and emphasize the significance of balanced reporting. Critics of The View have pointed out Goldberg's inconsistency, citing previous footage in which she professed support for Trump. In one video, Goldberg praises Trump and refers to him as a friend, which contrasts significantly with her previous harsh statements. This shift in attitude is interpreted as a sign of media inconsistency and opportunism. Musk supporters utilize these incidents to call Goldberg's veracity and viewpoint into doubt. They contend that shifting storylines underscore the show's inclination to prioritize sensationalism above honesty. Musk's critics deny this reasoning, claiming that people's beliefs alter with time. Regardless, the tapes have fueled the debate, forcing further examination of Goldberg's remarks and behavior. For Musk fans, the inconsistency serves as reason for keeping the media responsible, while opponents view it as a diversion from deeper concerns. Musk's lawsuit has increased demands for media responsibility, with supporters seeking stricter standards for public pronouncements. They contend that shows like The View should be held accountable for promoting false and libelous content. Musk's legal move is viewed as a step towards restoring media credibility by calling out irresponsible commentators. Critics of Musk are concerned that the lawsuit will create a dangerous precedent, limiting free conversation and criticism. However, Musk's defenders argue that accountability is required to prevent false narratives from spreading and to safeguard public officials from character assassination. The ruling might lead to changes in how media outlets approach contentious issues, emphasizing fairness and truthfulness. Whether it succeeds or fails, the case highlights the rising desire for media reform and the significance of upholding ethical journalistic standards. So, what do you think of Elon Musk's lawsuit? Is it a necessary move to combat disinformation, or is it an attempt to muzzle free speech? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.